Another great day with Mad Dog Merrill and Fast Freddy on the keyboards. We are in Grafton, Wisconsin, Ozaukee County. We are at Veterans Memorial Park, and we're going to go back to the 1920s and 30s and play some good old-fashioned blues music.
All right,
Mad Dog Merrill's Midwest Grilling right after this, folks.
We got her.
Pit Boss Grills presents Mad Dog and Merrill Midwest Grillin'. Brought to you by Pit Boss Grills, Griddles and Accessories, Louisiana Grills and Smokers, The Power of Wisconsin Potatoes, Sundrop Soda, Cherry Delight, Awesome Shrimp and Seafood, Shooting Star Casinos, the Wisconsin Agriculture Tourism Association, and by Flash Pro Visual Communications.
Hey, welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin'.
Hey, we're going to have a great time here in Grafton. We are with our good friend Kyle Smith from Foxtown Brewery and Foxtown Heritage Meats.
How's everybody doing?
You're looking good.
Well, you guys are looking good too.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I don't think any of us have missed a meal lately.
Well, no.
Speaking of meals, I'll tell you what, we have the most, when you come to, first of all, when you come to Grafton, Wisconsin, we're going to talk with Dan from the village of Grafton in just a minute. It's the birthplace, the first time when Paramount Blues records were produced, and the blues trail came up this way back in the 1920s, and all the legendary people of the times came to record beautiful blues music. So we're going back in time, and I looked up some of the recipes that existed back then for when we talked about blues music and African-American history, if you will. We talked about roasted pork chops. We talked about Cajun wings, and we're doing some black beans kind of casserole with the Trinity, New Orleans style, Cajun style, in just a moment or two. And because of that, we asked Kyle to be with us because he's a chamber member, first of all.
You're a good
and
man.
a dang
You're a
good brewery and good eats. So we're going to pair some meats right now. Should we do that? So the first thing we'll be talking about will be the chicken wings, and I'm going to create a nice little Cajun rub for those chicken wings. And why don't you pair? Talk with Merrill a little bit and pair, and I'm going to do some. It doesn't matter what's in them except for I'm doing cumin, thyme, oregano. I got some of our Mad Dog and Merrill Cajun spice, a little bit of allspice. And by the way, did you ever put baking powder in rubs?
Oh yeah, it helps you with their little crispy skin. This man's a grillologist.
It raises the pH level. It raises the pH level in the skin. It crispens it faster, just like it's doing on the grill right now. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. So with a nice Cajun chicken wing, one of my favorite things to pair with it is a nice IPA. Okay. We just released a new hazy IPA last week. It's actually a triple hazy IPA. It's called Feed Me Seymour. And if you're a fan of Rick Moranis and the movie Little Shop of Horror,
right, exactly.
You can see where we got the reference for that one. This is a very nice hazy IPA.
Okay. I'm a big IPA fan.
It has Nelson, Cashmere, and Galaxy hops in it.
Oh, beautiful. Look at the...
It's got a lot of hop, and it packs a punch at 10%.
4-1 for Freddie, or he
Four
gets
one.
upset.
Freddie don't get mad. Don't give me that info eye. If you sit there drinking, just be looking at me like...
I'll pour it for myself, too. Would you like one as well?
No, I'm all good. Thank you. I got my job.
Cheers. Nice to meet you. Thanks for having us on the show. We appreciate it.
That's a really nice flavor on that.
Oh, there's a really nice flavor on that.
Very good.
Big fan of this one.
So a little bit about the brewery. Now you have, I never realized there were lager caves.
Yes, indeed.
And you're located in Mequon, by the way. You're a chamber member here at Grafton, but you're located in Mequon.
Indeed we are, 6411 West Mequon Road. So the building that our taproom restaurant is in was originally built in 1857 as the Opitz and Zimmerman Brewery. So dating back to the 1850s, if you wanted to keep something cold, you would have to put it underground in a cellar or some kind of root cellar. So they put 2 levels of lagering caves underneath the building. They're absolutely beautiful. They're in pristine condition. You can actually sign up online for tours.
I was going to say, you got tours,
Indeed,
right?
you can. Drinking a beer in the lager caves just feels 100% natural. It's one of the greatest feelings out there, and I really wish that everybody could get a chance to do it at least once.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that.
Why?
You're going to hear from me.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Freddie
Freddie was down there.
Freddie's had some, you bet.
So next is we're doing some lovely pork chops. Now you have your own farm.
Yes.
Heritage has their own farm, the Foxtown
So
Heritage
the
Meats.
owner of Foxtown, Tom Neiman, has a farm up in Hamburg, Wisconsin. It's called Neiman Woods Farm. Up there, the farmer, Clayton Neske, who's a bigger man than me, he could actually pick me up in one arm and a pig in the other.
Oh, boy, how
Really-
about best of town?
I don't mess with him either. But
Would we know which one's the difference between the pig and you? That's just a joke, Kyle.
Get you off camera now.
Oh, I don't know, you might have get in trouble with that one.
But Clayton's up there farming, he does a good job for us. So then he raises our pig, our cattle, chicken, and some duck and some other animals. And then we process them and sell them out of Foxtown Heritage Meat.
So what beer would you suggest with that?
With that, I would suggest the the Homestead Lager. Our Homestead Lager is a very nice and traditional German Helles Lager. The nice part about a Helles Lager, it's clean and easygoing, and it has a nice, smooth, easy finish. And it is about as clean and clear of a lager as you're ever going to
Right, now
find.
you'll like that one.
So the nice thing, the Helles Lager to the Germans is considered their light lager. Unlike our American light lagers at like 3.5%, the Germans like to do it at 5%.
So in other words, the pork is a light cut of meat, and so is the beer a light
Yes,
cut of meat
indeed.
in general.
Yes.
That's nice and light.
It is nice.
light.
And I don't know if you folks
But he's
can
got
see
it.
those pork chops in that, but those are the most gorgeous looking pork chops I've seen in a dang long
That
time.
is a very
Those are
nice,
beauties.
double cut, super thick. It's
So,
got all the good stuff on
My
there.
pickled eggs didn't turn out, so I thought. Did anybody ever do pickled? I'm whisking eggs in a mason jar. Can you imagine that? So we're going to take a little bit of, we're going to do some eggs. We're going to do a little bit of Louisiana hot sauce, which is actually pretty mild. We're just doing it for the vinegar flavor. I got a little bit of dash of Worcestershire in there, a little Worcestershire.
All right.
And our Cajun. This is actually our citrus twist spice. And we're going to take, and I'm going to shake that one more time. And we're going to,
Shake, shake, shake.
actually that worked out pretty gosh darn good, didn't it?
Indeed, it did.
That's what I didn't want to do.
Oh.
I got to clean that baby tomorrow. So we're going to take these gorgeous pork chops, and I'm going to dip them both on both sides here and get a little wetness to those, a little egg wash to those. And I actually have a couple on the grill because of the thickness that I saw when these pork chops came. I figure I better get going on them a little bit sooner.
Those are thick pork chops.
But here's what we're going to do. We're going to take some breadcrumbs now. Just plain breadcrumbs. We're going to do Parmesan cheese.
Cheese. Oh,
He knows what he's doing.
oh, it's
yeah,
Wisconsin.
yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
have cheese.
And
ladies and
up
gentlemen.
north pepper, it's a black pepper blend with onion and garlic. That's lower in sodium, so I can give the dickens for that. We're not done
Season,
yet.
folks, you gotta season,
And
season.
smoked paprika, a little smoked paprika in there. You got to have the smoke. Same as your uncle.
Gotta have the smoke.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, man. I hope
And we're
it's
going to
not
roll
away.
those babies.
Good job,
Roll
man.
those babies in that beautiful mixture. And you know what? I don't know why people say we're messy, do you?
Yeah, I don't understand.
You know, when you come to Grafton, we're going to learn all about Grafton in a moment or two, and I looked it up, and I realized there's so much history here, so many beautiful local shops, local restaurants, beautiful hotels to stay at, and we're only 20 minutes north of the Milwaukee area.
That's what I tell everybody when we're doing events in Milwaukee. We're 20 minutes up the road.
So I actually have a set of these already in a cast iron skillet because we're doing roasted pork chops, and those are on the Pit Boss right now, and they're just going away. So what's the best way to contact or get to the Foxtown Brewery and also Foxtown Heritage Meats?
Well, the best way to get there is just to hop in your car and go.
But how can they contact, is there websites or something like that? Kyle,
yeah.
don't be funny with me now. I'll do the entertainment here.
Website, foxtownbrewing.com,
Yep.
and then foxtownheritagemeats.com. You can sign up on the website for the cave tours and all that on the Foxtown website. Our full food menu, full beer menus, everything's on there. And then make sure you check out the butcher shop. A lot of fun stuff coming out of there. Luis is doing a heck of a job. So
Thank you very much.
see you guys soon.
Yeah, you will. Trust me. on
Hey,
that
we'll
one.
be
We'll be
right
right
back, ladies and
back
gentlemen.
from Grafton, Wisconsin, ladies and gentlemen.
Good job, good job.
Oh, those are gorgeous chops. Thank you very much.
Hey, welcome back to MWG Midwest Grilling.
We're having a great time here in Grafton, Wisconsin. You know, this is supposed to be a big old food truck rally. We're supposed to have 500-600 people here. We've got a gorgeous audience of about 150, 200 people. Hey! The sun always shines in Grafton, Wisconsin, except for when we're here.
What a great place, though. Look at this park. Look at the river.
The beautiful river, the Milwaukee River.
Yeah, the Milwaukee River.
Beautiful, you go kayaking, go fishing.
Oh,
go,
absolutely. Yeah, you can start here, head up towards Saukville. Great place.
And you are the historian for Grafton.
Oh, I'm just the village president, not the historian. That's just it.
Let's talk a little bit about the city of Grafton. I mean, they can go online and enter in the chamber.
Yep.
Chamber of Commerce. They can find out all the great events, all the great festivals that go on in the city of Grafton.
Yep.
And there are several. You got the 4th of July celebration.
Yes.
You got the big, what's a race? Bike
It's the Giro de Grafton.
what?
Giro de Grafton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't sneeze. It's Giro de Grafton. It's a nice a day of racing, bike racing. It's part of the American Dairyland Tour, so it's really great.
Is it in June?
It is in June. It was just June
Dairyland
17th.
Tour.
Yeah.
But let's talk a little bit about the history because we're doing by the way, I'm going to do some beautiful, the Trinity over here. So we have the peppers, the celery, and the onions. We have beautiful black beans and black-eyed peas. I've got some wonderful shrimp. This is a Hungarian sausage from Foxtown Heritage Meats. It's got paprika, it's got cayenne in it. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to talk about the history of it. I'm going to toss these on the grill.
Okay.
So
Sure, it's Grafton. First of all, we have one of the best Chamber of Commerce that I've ever had the opportunity to work with.
Nice
It's a
to hear.
great group of people here,
Yeah.
and we spend a lot of time promoting Grafton. And the great thing about Grafton, it's got a ton of history behind it. We have originally started in like 1838, even before the state was founded. They
Really?
moved in. Timothy Wooden moved into the area and started to develop a manufacturing center, an agricultural center. And a part of that was that the German immigrants came here, and because of the Milwaukee River, the beautiful Milwaukee River, they built a dam down there, and it became part of the mill.
don't have to swear about it.
A darn. They built a darn. Okay. So they built a dam down there, and that really helped the mill. It was
Bring
original
business
one
in
of
there and everything?
one of the first worsted wool. A little easy for me to say. Worsted wool mills west of Pennsylvania. So
Wow.
kind of a neat thing right down here. But in about 1917, what took place is Paramount Records started.
That's quite fascinating.
And it actually was the chair factory. They built chairs there, and then during that time, I guess the chair business wasn't going very
Right,
well.
right.
So they decided to make stamped records, and that's where Paramount Blues Records started.
Well, that's a fascinating history on that. I mean,
It
there's so
really-
much you can check out on that.
There is, and the nice thing is really interesting is that a lot of the blues musicians came up from Mississippi, and they
Right.
would take the interurban trail, and the interurban started in Chicago, and you could go from Chicago all the way up to Sheboygan. Trains ran every hour through our village, and they'd drop off the blues artists, they'd record, and then they head back down to Chicago.
Right.
So it was just really a great start for the blues
Sure,
here.
sure.
It went till about 1938, and that's when the Depression hit. And not 1938, but 1928, the Depression hit, and that's kind of when the blues business kind of
Well, it's just
went
so
back.
fascinating on the record company and everything. I mean, if people go online and just check that out, and the history of the blues players. Louis Armstrong was there, wasn't he?
I believe Louis Armstrong
Louis
was here, Skip James, Charlie
Right.
Patton, Son House, Ma Rainey, and
Right.
who could ever forget Lawrence Welk? He actually recorded here, not known for
Oh,
blues.
that I didn't know.
But yep, so
Yeah.
he was just inducted into our Walk of Fame last year. But
Talk
all
about
these-
the Walk of Fame.
Walk of Fame?
Walk of Fame.
Walk of Fame,
Walk of Fame.
the Walk of Fame. Let's talk about the Walk
We'll
of
do
Fame.
a Walk of Flame next time.
Yeah, exactly. The Walk of Fame is down in at Paramount Plaza, and Paramount Plaza is really in the heart of our village. And all of our artists that had recorded here are on that, and it's really neat because they have like piano keys in stone, and their names are engraved on there. So
Interesting. I
every-
didn't get a chance to look at that. I was just,
Yeah.
I mean, something to do. I mean, the whole blues thing is just fascinating. When I read into it, of all the history that, of the musicians that came through
Yeah,
here.
and who would have thought it's right here in
I mean,
Ozaukee
like
County?
Grafton.
Yeah,
I
in
mean, it's just
Grafton,
something-
Ozaukee County.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we really have a lot to offer here. We have 20 parks, over 140 acres. We have golf all over the place. So get out there and slice it with the best of them. We have Edgewater, we have Fire Ridge, and we also have a lot of courses up in Sheboygan County. So some great golfing there, and just a fantastic place to live.
Beautiful, beautiful area.
Yep, sure is.
Beautiful area.
So go to the chamber at Grafton, check up all the great events that happen here.
Yes.
All the great history that happens
Yes.
here. Veterans Memorial Park, music, food trucks, the
Yep.
whole rally goes
Come and
on.
support our businesses, you know, Costco, yep.
And when we come back, we're going to talk to one of the great businesses, the Ram tool industry, and we'll be right back. We got some great eats coming your way, I'll guarantee that.
We'll be right back, everybody.
Thank you,
Thank
Dan.
you, thank you very much.
Hey, welcome back to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling.
I don't care what the weather's like in Grafton, it's always a great day in Grafton, Wisconsin. I'll tell you what, we're having a wonderful time. You know, I caught up with a good friend of mine, Eli, and Eli's got some wonderful product. The man's been self-employed with a great taco guy truck. That taco guy, when you come to the Grafton area, he's got a great taco wagon, he's got burritos, he's got nachos, he's got the whole dang
yeah.
works, tacos and everything else. And he's got his own little product called Texas Handy. And I'll tell you what, it makes the best over cream cheese with crackers. But we're going to take our chicken wings real fast. We're sitting here with Jeremy right now. Jeremy is with Ram Tool Incorporated, Ram Tool Inc.
Yes.
And you're in Grafton Industrial Park.
Yep.
You've been there for 20-some years.
Yeah, since '95.
Since 95.
That's right.
And you're well established in the community. You do a great job employing how many folks?
Right around 60 right now.
60 folks.
Always looking for more.
That's been a big thing, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Trying to get more help.
Trying to get help, yeah.
Now tell us something about the business.
We're full service tool and die shop.
Okay.
Custom CNC machining, prototype tools. Basically, if it's made out of metal, we can probably make it for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's very good.
And you're a griller.
Yeah.
You're a grill. That's good.
So I've got an extra jar for you. How's that? You
Yeah,
like
that works.
jalapeno?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like a type of routine. It's just absolutely delicious. I went through 5 bottles.
Oh,
I
sounds
really
good.
did. I was experimenting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
How many did you get, Freddie?
Yeah.
I don't like
I
jalapeno.
didn't either.
We didn't get it.
So in the city of Grafton, you're a member of the chamber here.
Yes.
And you do a lot of cookouts for your employees.
Well, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what a great thing that is.
Yeah, we safety lunches. You know, if there's no accidents, anything like that, we get safety lunches. Birthday, special events like that. We're always cooking something.
Now, Freddie was a welder. You know, you do a, what's the large weldment?
So that would be customer product. It'd be, you know, bigger than the table, parts welded together,
Yeah.
and then they're all finished, and we need to cut off tabs or machine surfaces, stuff like that.
You should hire Freddie. He was a shop teacher
Yeah.
for 30
Yeah, well,
years.
I actually did a tool and die apprenticeship,
Well,
just
there
so
you
you
go.
know. Oh, yes.
I'll get you an application.
Freddie's done everything, everybody. I'll tell you.
And in the industrial park, there's always room for more industries in the industrial park.
Yeah, it's always growing.
It's always growing. Get a hold of the chamber.
Yep.
Get your position in there in that
Yeah,
industrial park.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
What's your favorite thing on the grill? Well, that's a choice.
Yeah, I like a good steak.
Yeah,
There
a
you
good
go.
steak
You're a
is
good
always
man.
good. Hey, can you help me scoop?
Yeah.
You scoop a big pile, and we'll put this in that beautiful bowl.
How's
One
that?
more scoop. One more scoop to make her look nice. All right. It's all about you.
job.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Oh, ho, ho.
And you like to eat too, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, does that
the
smell good or
aroma.
what?
So what else? What else do you know? Do you live in Grafton?
No, I live just north of Grafton, 20 minutes north.
Yeah. A great little community.
It's awesome. Food trucks, I think every week. There's always something going on downtown.
Yeah.
It's great community. Yeah.
Yeah. Always get hold of the chamber here in Grafton. You'll have a good time, that's for sure. Just 20 minutes north of Milwaukee.
Yep.
Good time. Hey, thank you so much, Jeremy.
Thank
I'll
you.
tell you what, we're going to be right back to wrap this baby up. But the pork chops turned out just absolutely delicious. The chicken wing with that Texas handy on from the taco guy is absolutely delicious. Get hold of some of that. Lift it up if you would, please. The gorgeous little mixture over there. Back in the roaring 20s, we are again. And we have flappers. Flappers in the roaring 20s. Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling. We'll be right back to wrap this baby up right after that. Man, what a great time.
Midwest
Oh,
Grillin'.
we had a great time here in Grafton, Wisconsin. We invite everybody to go to the chamber here in Grafton. Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling. Fast Freddy's going to play a little good old-fashioned music, take us out of here. It's always a great day in Grafton, Wisconsin.
Happy grilling, everybody.
Hey!
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is a production of Lashbro Visual Communications.